Evening, Gromit. I held it in that time. Or more just yawned away from the mic. Evening, everyone. Put up the game arena. Because we do be mods hunting today. You know, I just thought of something. Hang on, tell me in chat. Anyone know what the Bastos is? Like, Asteli? Astelosis? I know, it's just a random question that just popped in my head 5 seconds ago. Like... Oh, but there's probably a lot of monsters that we don't know the plural of. Like, some are obvious, like, Rathian would be Rathian. And, like, the simple ones. But what would stuff like Rathlos and Astalos be? Would that be Asteli or Asteloses? Like, I can't be the only one that has random thoughts on this. Also, if anyone is curious, I don't think I actually did any in between stream grinding. No, I definitely haven't. Well, at least we got some weaponry to make use of. And once again, we go to the lance. Because, yeah. Anywho. Don't want to fuck about too much. Because we've actually got a fair bit of ground to cover.
Playtime's over.
Like I said, I want to... do the... do some key quests and urgents. And I think I said last time... Oh, that was quick. I wanted to get into both the... Oh, no, we don't need the DC counter. This isn't Splatoon. But yeah, last time I think I did mention I wanted to do both mid-rank urgents for this particular rank. And yeah, that's quite a bit to cover. Might be easy to go in this camp. And just actually don't think I really need to utilize those. Frankly, oh no, he took my marionette spider. Okay. Question 12. One thing. Okay. Oh, for horns are gone, so longsword and blade hammer. And Piglet's hammer. Insect blade. I think it's one of the harder ones. Do I be anything?
Hope you've got insurance. Mr. Monster, meet Mr. Weapon.
As for Mr. Longsword, not a fucking clue.
This is gonna hurt. This is the end of the line for you.
Looks like a also weapon. Probably the ice one. Like, ouch. For the spats, the element most effective when it comes to taking down the apples. It's just easy to just kind of warp out of there. I will do those high rank urgents at some point. Probably not today. Honestly, it's kind of my goal to actually finish Sunbreak before Wilds actually comes out. Well, granted, I won't be able. There's probably a high chance that I wouldn't be able to jump into Wilds immediately. Because, well, I either need a PS5 or a better laptop / PC. I have neither. Yeah, that is just an old one. Actually, I think it might be the Camille one. Yeah, that's definitely the Camille one. I recognise the patterning on the hill. Scab. Is it a scabbard when it's katana-like? Like...
This is the end of the line for you. I'm gonna get you. This one's all for you. Easy peasy.
That was very quick first hunt.
Don't mind if I do.
I should put this to good use.
Surprising. I definitely appreciate it. I said,
My instinct.
got a lot of ground to cover. I suppose after this one, it's technically, yeah, that is the harbor interglade. That's the longsword, like I thought it'd be. Oh wait, as I was saying,
Greetings and salutations.
yeah, have a like 4 quests now to do. Like
I let myself go there a
the
bit.
first mid-rank urgent, which we're gonna unlock now. Then I think 2 more key quests, and then other mid-rank urgent, which I really hope for that one, for my sake, I can actually get in a lobby with players for that one. Cause yeah, that's not one I particularly want to be fighting on my own, huh? And again, neither is this
Do our
one.
best.
I got
But
it.
Good.
at least with Aslos, I kinda know the dealio all that.
Earring! Are you alright?
I'm okay. The research team has returned. I must go.
And there she goes.
Hey! Someone get help!
Oh yeah, he's now out of it. Hunters, was this due to the wound inflicted by Mauser now? Oh, not so much for poison. No, it's poison. No, poison. But some of it was It's the root cause of a whole disaster. Right, where's the question? Why would a fun killer? Forcing with Curio juice. Nice. Or feed on with parasites that my house and will in. Symbiosis. Eddie, give me a fudge bar. It was sweet hours. Now, actually, that reminds me of a tweet. One of my well, tweet. One of my mooks did on Twitter. Like, I think the original tweet was someone spilling this weird black goo or something like that, and I think he went with, okay, is this gonna be a Resident Evil or something else? My reply to that was just, Eddie, who leaked my news on Twitter.com? I don't know why my brain decided to combine a Eggman meme with fucking Venom, but yeah.
Welcome.
I'm a Pfizer, but
See you later.
oh, now we got to speak to him for some reason.
Hey, if it isn't Kimura's brightest flame.
He switched skills. I'm gonna play what?
Ha!
Oh, we get some new switch skills. Oh, is this where we get that one?
Stay out of trouble.
Okay, there was one silver skill, well, switch skill, I knew you could get, but I didn't know if it was base rise or sunbreak.
Your spirit shines bright. Wow. A special quest has become again.
And go to it. Where was it? Anchor. Here we go. Skyward thrust. Technically where our bug launches you high in the air, thrusts you last towards the heavens, and then pierce the earth. Now, falling part of this attack inflicts multiple damage. You also got sheathing routine. Technically bow, sheath your weapon and use fire bug crew. And yeah. Honestly, Skyward Thrust is the only switch skill I actually change. Because frankly with Lance, I just think the base kit works better. Hello, Sergeant. I hope to hell that there is actually people doing this one. Well, and the next one was. Like why do I say honest? Out up there. I feel like this is one of those where Lance doesn't have the greatest matchup. Just generally? Cause they're honestly, for one thing, it's nimble. Like, it's a very nimble monster, so more nimble weapons work. Oh, have a bit of a better matchup for it. Like, that's never usually an issue when it comes to Astalos. Oh, no, when it comes to monsters. Because shields you can tank stuff. But the only issue is Astalos is one of those monsters that has an unblockable attack. Specifically the one where it jams its tail into the ground and generates a sort of dome of electricity. You can't block that. And I think there's one where it sort of electrifies its crest and sort of turns it into a lightsaber type thing. That's another one you don't want to get hit by. And I don't think you can block it. So, yeah. this generally is one of those monsters you might want to. Seems like I am gonna have to do this one with. Unless I do try join request. Did I though?
Best of luck.
Wait, let's see what happens. But still, when it comes to the sort of
One hit is all it takes
Good.
to extinguish fragile life.
comes
When struck by its lightning,
it's part
the
of
effect will endure until
and
death.
close.
An example
It's
of
actually one of the
sly,
Fate 4.
murderous nature.
Fate 4 were the flagships of Monster Hunter Generations. And
How
most
many lives are sacrificed?
too
It will
particular
never
into
subside,
that
as
particular
if the
history.
copious amounts of blood it sheds can never be matched.
Well, do like the Fate 4's monsters.
Counting on you.
Did I eat? Yes. So. Yeah, there are 4. Well, the Fate 4, as the name implies, has 4 monsters. Mizu actually, Mizuts may actually be in one of the others.
Let's get this show on the road.
Because it's Mizutsune, Aslos, Lavinus, and Gameth. Lavinus, all of them but Gameth have actually reappeared since Generations, with Lavinus being in Iceborne, World Iceborne, Izu being Base Rise, and Aslos being Sunbreak. Alright, hey. And now it's going over here. Actually.
There you are.
Okay, come towards the thing a little bit. Into wall. So, Aslo, you'll charge up energy, which is stored in each individual body part. Oh, you can block. Okay, don't have to worry about that. It's probably just a head lightsaber thing I can't block. But yeah, as you can see, the wings are now all glowy. And that. Oh yeah, those catch you out because they just move about, well, very awkward. If this became a skill set, yeah, I'm right. It was the other way around. The head lightsaber is unblockable. The tail Thunderdome is good. Good. But yeah. Well, in order to and I'm dead already. Great.
I'm not giving up yet!
Well. Right. Yes, I'm gonna have to be a bit creative. Luckily, I have a puppet spider, and there's an Arcuga. Oh, actually, I don't like that. That makes it so,
Let me take control!
your wyvern riding will yield more, shinies. Well, on the usual 3, well, limit of 3, you can get 6 shiny out of it. Which naturally, well, it's just better. That's got stuff in my weapon. Alright. Definitely want to try and go after that tail. Luckily, Mr. Sticky Light Bowgun is making that 1,000 times easier. Though I do need to quickly drop my weapon.
I'm going after it!
Looks useful.
Yeah. Wanna go for the tail? Cause, you can sever it. You can sever a chunk off of it. No shit! I think that would be obvious with this guy. Now. Mine.
Say goodbye!
Oh. Banzai! Ow! Hold still so I can get your tail. Thank you. Also, thank you. Oh, I can do this move now. Yeah. Because, you know, it can inflict paralysis on you.
You
I
won't be
didn't
needing
think
this.
that easy to, like, actually paralyze it. Are they also running a, ow! Let's play that way.
Nothing personal.
Let us dance!
And that's the tail drop.
That was wild.
Observe how it's
Wait.
done!
Yep. Would also very much like that. Head broken, if you please. Thank you kindly.
Neat mounting.
And you please move a Mizutsune out the damn way. Yeah, as you attack parts of the body, its body that are charged, they stop becoming charged.
Here comes the pain.
I think we might have already broken the head. Maybe? I thought, like, if the head gets broken, it can no longer hold a charge. I suppose with... No, I don't look... I can't fucking tell. Still, this fucker's getting money. Smarts. Come on. And he decides to fuck off.
Excuse me.
Fantastic.
Sorry, but duty calls.
That's the only thing when trying to use traps in, like, mid-combat. Sometimes a monster will just decide, "Nah, I'm not going in that," and just fuck off. Mate is over another, LB? Really? There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, it can shoot lightning out of the tail when it does, well, that sort of tail spear attack thing. But I think you can only do it when the tail is actually charged.
Let's make this a quick one.
You know, the reason why Aslos is my favourite out of the four, just the design. Like, I like the insectoid nature of those tail pincers that I like living here with. I swear to God, if you put down a trap and try to capture it. Okay. Oh. Ow. I should really have a thing. A call out that says don't catch it, otherwise I will drink your spinal fluid. And I'm going to drink that first spinal fluid later.
Just a quick polish. That's all there is to
Yeah,
it.
remind me to make that call out after the stream.
Yeah.
And then whenever that's the guy we're looking for. And whenever I am hosting a mission and we get to that part, spam the living hell out of it.
You seem to be breathing fine. But you could use some extra room. Just a few will do.
Here's the fucker we were looking for.
Well, greetings. My name is Todori.
No, this kind of implies that he
Doctor
was just
specializing
wandering
in
around
flora
here
and fauna.
whilst all the fucking chaos was happening.
I see. So Malzino wounded her. In that case, we haven't a moment to spare. The story ends. Another begins. Such is life.
Poetic motherfucker, aren't you?
I will do my best to help you. Now, let us depart for Elgato at once.
Right. Oh sure, another system. Scissor tail blade. And we get 2 of the crests. Which is the part you get for breaking the head. I know you need a fair bit of a wing material as well. But it's mainly the tail one that's the pain in the ass. Because, well, so that tail is a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah? Uh-huh.
No point. Besides the size, it's salvageable play. Ah, I like this bit. it's not really poison at all. It's a virus. A virus somewhat similar to another known as the Frenzy. That is a reference to Monster Hunter 4 and 4 Ultimates, where the main issue was the Frenzy. The virus, spread by Gore and Shigaru Magala, we'll get into that in a bit, that made them go berserk and then made monsters go berserk and then die. There was also a status effect that it could inflict on you, and you needed to attack it in order to remove it, at which point you would get a affinity buff for a little while. But if you didn't, and you let it sort of gestate, you would take more damage from attacks imbued with it.
Yeah.
Like, it really wasn't why the viz.
I see.
I know fizzles. Here
Yeah,
da 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 da.
I see. Yeah.
He also mentioned that a certain lady was entrusted in
Yeah.
Kageru's care.
Huh.
That's totally not gonna come up later in title update patches and shit.
Hey! Good luck.
Oh yeah. I think this is actually where you get the follower quest for Isuchi. Yeah.
Hey, good to see you. Later.
Oh, okay, you get Zinolga now. Okay, I thought it'd be after the second mid-rank urgent.
Your spirit shines bright. Yeah. Be sure to check the special fruit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I might as well stick with this lance then. Because, well, Zinolga's weak to ice, and oh, okay, yeah. Almadron got a subspecies, so probably try and do those
I
two.
look forward to your safe return.
Because I'm trying to do
Sweet, a chair.
ones we haven't fought before, if I can. You know what I mean?
Back to work.
You know how I mentioned Core Armor earlier? Sergio's here is actually the flagship of 4 Ultimate. We didn't get Monster Hunter 4 over here, as that was Japan only, and Gormagala was the flagship of that one. But we did get 4 Ultimate over here. And I have such a love for that game. Like, I actually got to G rank on that one. Like, didn't really do much, but
Let's make this a quick one.
yeah. Oh shit, yeah, bleed mechanic. Yeah, so I think with okay, I have some sushi fish. So lead mechanic. I don't know if we fought a monster yet that actually has that. My knowledge.
That was fast.
Basically, what the... Whoa. So, guess we're fighting the monster that introduced that, frankly, pain in the arse status effect. Basically, what it does is, when you... It makes it so you lose health whenever you use stamina. So naturally that shit can get pretty annoying pretty quickly. However, there is a way to combat it. You just need to crouch for a while. I'm not kidding, you just sheath your weapon and crouch for a bit. And you will get
Need help?
yeah, you crouch and eventually the bleed will go away and you'll become immune to it for a while. And you'll get like an immunizer effect. And you can also use immunizers to sort of, well, I don't know if they negate it entirely, but... Oh yeah, when it gets angry, those scales will go up on end like that, and it's a really fucking cool display. Yeah. So, Suegios. These things are actually nomadic in nature. And aren't pack animals. Like, they kind of stay to themselves, but they can be problematic. They're not to the level of like something like a Devil Joe, where seeing one of those in an ecosystem is bad news for that entire ecosystem. Ow. Heal. Ow. Yeah, so, a thing with jokes. This fucker dive bombs you and shoots its razor sharp scales at you. Yeah. Its primary weakness is thunder, secondary weakness, ice. Hence why I'm still using the ice ones. Also, this thing is another one of those incredibly mobile monsters. You will see quite a few. Now, there's something to note about weapons. Because, well, it was one of those flagship monsters whose weapons had a unique gimmick to them. And the gimmick with Sergio's weapons is that if you dodge roll a couple of times, it restores a bit of sharpness, or reloads your bow gun. I still think that is the case here, but yeah. If you're still rocking non-elemental weapons, it is worth potentially grabbing this guy. However, I can't remember if, ironically, the sharpness is actually any good on them.
Nothing personal.
Oh yeah, this is also another one of those monsters that you only sever a small part of tail rather than the entire tail. Yeah, this thing might be a stumbling block for some people, just because it's a very aggressive monster. Very mobile, very aerial, very aggressive. So anything that can excel at hitting airborne monsters are going to be a good idea here. And frankly, everyone's weapon types here are actually suited for that. Like, longsword has range, but also has things that allow it to go skyward in this game. Dual blades has skyward, is very aerial based in this game with some of the switch skills, and heavy bowgun, very good for tanking shit, and also for okay. This one was capture initiated by the thing leader, so I'll give him that one. Again, like I was saying, the
Another great hunt.
quest leader should be the only person that has a say if they want to have a monster captured or not. And if they don't, you shouldn't fucking capture it. I know, that's the way I see it. We're actually mowing along, at the moment. Damn. I can't remember where you get like certain armor sets. Oh yeah, speaking of armor sets, Astalos. God damn, this is not a bad armor set. Like, first the ability, which used to be called, God, what did it used to be called? So in Generations it was called Repeat Offender. Here it was called something Crit, which made zero sense. But then they renamed it to Burst. Continuously landing hits gradually increases attack and elemental attack. Use this on elemental weapons that attack quickly. Sun Shield, Dual Blades, Lance Longsword, you could probably get away with. Insect Glaive is a definite good one. I want to talk about are the waist and the legs. Waist, help along a level 3, speed sharpener. 2 and 1 in the slots. Yeah, that is really good for just slotting in Power Plunger outright. If you don't want to use the Almadron armor, but some of the ones that you would want Power Plunger on are probably longsword, maybe dual blade, witch axe and insect glaive. So unless you use an insect glaive, no, switch axe, which you definitely want to be using the Almadron armor for that, this is a good idea. Then you got the Aslo Squeeze. 2 1 slots, you wouldn't think that's that impressive. But you get 3 in Razor Sharp or Spare Shots. Like, you can essentially dedicate your legs to your sharpness maintaining skill. And then there's the Sledgeos one. Got a lot of constitution, Vader window. The arms, albeit it needs the mantle, which, yeah, those are a pain in the arse to get in this game. Hopefully Worlds makes it like World, where you do have the melding system to fall back on. But yeah, Green Handicraft, but you don't get any slots on it though. That is powerful. And you got Blaze Go On. Oh! Okay. Okay, I thought it was still on weapons, so so they migrated it over to the armor then, I think. Let's we have a quick look at the Sledgeos. Yeah, this one, yeah, they have fully put that over to the thing. Yeah, so this is what the Aslo's weapons, what they want you to have. A lot of the wing parts and a lot of the tail.
Alright, let's make it happen.
But honestly, kind of worth it. Like, for a more elemental focus option with good affinity, like 20 affinity is nothing to fucking scoff at.
Let's get you fixed
They
up
are
then, shall we?
rather good. And cause it's a flagship, it has weapons in every type. It has a weapon tree in every type. And hell,
Ooh, I'm itching to get started.
in this game, some of them aren't that hard to actually get. Because they either come off of the element or electric tree, or just straight off the ore tree.
Bye now.
So, yeah. Okay. I'm going to switch weaponry here. To the Mizu one. Because to my knowledge, Magma Almadron is weakest to water?
How are things?
Yeah, that's the highest it goes.
I'll be
Yeah,
here
the
when you need me.
sharpness is kind of dog crap on this, so that's the only thing. But, After this sort of point, like your next set of upgrades for your weapon, that's when you're gonna have your proper, like, a fair bit of sharpness. Huh. It's not gonna matchmake me into one to do with Magma Almudron, is it? That sucks. Cause, well, subspecies. I don't want to show off. If we have to go Zinogre, we have to go Zinogre. Because honestly, that makes sense. Because monster we find in the next dungeon is also a fire monster. And there's a post-game subspecies of that people just probably prefer using weapons of. Because that's for one, but to my knowledge, are fire weapons, but they can also poison. Well, the poison element isn't actually stated on it, which I kind of find weird. But I suppose when it comes to not even eat. Yes, I did. When it comes to those, yeah. I suppose the only weapon type that really displays when it has more than one status or element is dual blades. And that's because, what they do with dual blades in that case, one dual blade will have one element or status, the other will have the other one. So let's say you have, I know there's one post-game that sort of has blast and poison. One will be doing inflicting blast, the other will be inflicting poison. Whereas with the ones I'm talking about, they both deal fire, but they also poison. And honestly,
There's a special quest for you.
I don't feel confident doing Magma Almudron on my loner, so Zinogre it is. Like, honestly, I'd say I'm better at Zinogre anyway, hence why I'm more confident with it. I don't know. I've been fighting that thing since my very first Monster Hunter game, so
Let's make this a quick one.
what? I thought I was playing. Did I fuck up the settings? Yeah, I fucked up the settings. Okay, This is not one of those cyber is a dumbass moments. But yeah. Zinogre is one of those monsters I can confidently solo. Because I have been for the most part. Like, it's one of those things that's ingrained in me. That and how to fight Brachydios. But that's because I fucking love fighting Brachydios. I don't really bother eating for
Time to go.
Carver in multiplayer because, well, of the fact that well, people aren't as inclined to capture it. And like I said, that's why I want to have a call out where I tell people not to fucking capture it. Fortunately, I'm not going to even include the part about wanting punishing them by drinking their spleen juice.
A special quest has been added. Here's the list of quests.
There we go.
Take care.
Okay, now that I have the settings actually fucking set up properly. But yeah, I think after you Sergeant, you do actually... Spoilers! You actually unlock Gormagala, the monster I mentioned about earlier. However, I'm not going for that one for the Dragon Element weapon.
That was fast.
Because, there's another one I just prefer the weapon designs of. Mostly because the weapon designs don't go as hard into the Gothic territory as the Gormagala ones are, despite how gorgeous some of the Shigaru Magala ones. Blood. A certain flagships ones just speak to me more. How are you? Aha! Yep. Fucking Bullfango.
Can't do anything.
Did I get paralyzed? Anywho. Master and Zinogre. Literally does the same sort of shit Zinogre usually does. Go for the head, stop it from charging, and when it does inevitably finish charging, knock it out of charge as soon as possible. Be aware that elemental damage actually does more when it is charged. So bear that one in mind. Yeah, you don't get to see me, just see me hunt monsters. You get a bit of a lesson on how I do it. Well, about shit I have observed about them. Whilst you're here. No, with Lance, anything you can block, you can counter. Ouch. So, sometimes that can leave you even more open than just starting normally. Thank God that wasn't a fucking belly flop. how many times is Cyber gonna go, oh yeah, Skyward Plus is a thing I have. Okay, now it's actually made. Which I think it will start doing that. Yeah. That move used to be fucking terrifying. Yeah, no?
Took you long enough.
I should have seen that one coming.
I'll be back.
But, I is an idiot.
Just a quick polish.
And... yeah, he just left. He probably saw me die and chat himself and ran. Which, fair enough. Like... that's something about will happen, like... if I see someone faint... I will just decide to exit stage, left. I'm not going to bother with a Felicitas because... kinda. Quickly now. Okay. I thought it'd be on top of that. There we go. Now you don't, motherfucker. Another reason why you do want to keep it uncharged as long as possible. Because it will try and charge up, which leaves it wide open. But it does charge after doing both attacks. It's charged up again. Oh yeah. Unagron's here.
Take control
Fight of the elemental wolves
and stay
with
down.
power states. Bet you want to keep him out of
I'll be gentle.
as
Promise.
much as humanly possible.
Bye.
Oh yeah, what is actually on the side like? Oh, toppled like that. You can actually gather Folger bugs off the Zenelda's back.
Oh my!
Okay, let's keep going.
This sucks.
Zip. Not this time, motherfucker. Ah.
Pathetic.
Yeah. I think in that particular instance, it might be better just to cut my losses, but. Turns out I can't solo master ranks in Ogre. That's fucking annoying. Because I can solo high rank in Ogre pretty easily. I suppose you kind of find things out the hard way sometimes. But I guess even the best of us can be caught out. Even if it is rather bloody annoying. I wonder if this is why the follower system exists. To give a bit of a hand to hunters that can't quite solo stuff. Like, at Master Rank. If anything, it's probably like a contingency for when you know, they will have to close servers for the game. Then again, considering they haven't closed the servers for World yet. But then again, I can't see them doing that till like, I would say a fair bit into Wilds? Lifespan? Reason being, like, they actively seem to have encouraged people to go back to World in preparation for Wilds. Something like that? Definitely gonna have to attempt in Ogre again, but,
There's a special quest for you.
this time I'm bringing followers. Oh. Oh.
I hope we can talk again soon.
Okay, yeah, that's the first issue. What's this point in the story? Vioaine's actually out of action. Because Vioaine's out of action, you can't have her along as a follower. Well, this is a bit of a sticky wicket.
A special quest has been added.
I'm gonna have to try it at least. Right, Master Rank Zenelga attempt number 2. And I hope to hell this actually doesn't take too long. Okay, wish me luck, I think I'm gonna need this. Because weirdly, Zenelga's one of those monsters that, even though I know most movesets, said moveset can still catch me out pretty heavily.
About today, well,
I don't know, it's
Today?
just
Yes! Today will be
one of those kinds of
spectacular.
monsters.
No dilly-dallying from you. Understood?
Which is weird considering that,
understood. There will be absolutely zero dallying of
another
from me.
flagship I'm very much known for really liking, that being Bracky. I can fight him without much worry, but I suppose Master Rank is a completely different beast in a way. Because one, these fuckers could easily just, especially Master Rank Elder Dragons, these fuckers could 2 or 3 shot you pretty easily. If you're not careful. And, yeah, if I just general gameplay as anything to go by, I just suck at dodging. Which is why I prefer to out defense it or out heal it. But I also play rather aggressively. So yeah. Those make for some strange benefits, let's just say that. And it's charged up already, this is already. No. But at least now I have more time, more meat shields. If Battlecat has taught me anything, is the importance of meat shields. Well, in that game's case, it's a completely different context why meat shields are damn useful. They actually celebrated their 10th anniversary yesterday. So yeah, happy 10 years, Battlecats. I think one thing I will do off screen is get more followers. Well, do a lot of the follower quests. Specifically try and do Hinoa and Minato's one. Because like I said, they are probably 2 of the better followers. Now that takes a bit because you need to do both their follower quests to sort, well, both their solo follower quests. Because I think later on you get access to follower quests that you have to bring, well, that allows you to bring more, that has 2 set characters rather than just 1. That's the only thing that does annoy me about follow quests, but you can't bring a second one alone. The ones that are only 1 set character. Anna. But it ain't a deal breaker. Notice how I'm doing infinitely better now that I have followers. Mostly because well, I can bring Crimson. He is infinitely helpful. And the followers, whilst they don't do great damage, just having the extra objects to, well, extra peaks to take aggro is so fucking useful. Like, really, really fucking useful. And I'm going in the first 10 minutes. This is a starting point. Well, Lucian is a good one to have because she just likes to spam sticky ammo. And honestly, since, well, sticky ammo's been frankly busted just because of how many stuns you can get off it. Granted, I think Lucian's ability to stun has kind of been it's not as powerful as a play. And I get why you just have Jay with an interblade rather than his usual charge blade, because yeah, he actually stays in one piece long to actually punch you. Like, if I'm honest, the followers that are just there to contribute damage are probably the most useless, because followers in general don't do a lot of damage. I feel like they're designed to aid less confident hunters to solo stuff, rather than being a proper substitute for other play. You know what I mean? Hang on. The marionette spider on this map is just fucking here? I'm at a loss for words. I didn't know that. Huh. Guess you learn something new every day. Either that or I am a complete dumbass. Probably I'm a dumbass. I don't remember shit. Ouch.
I shall focus on recovering. Some pain.
Yes. And a third one? Third one, got it.
Sorry to be a burden.
Oh, and you get items for actually helping them out. Well, at least I got the first part of that.
Knew I could count on you.
This should be interesting.
That will attack the Amador. We'll do its usual. I don't like you. Full flattery.
Reloading.
No point win. What that does is makes it so basically it gives you the use less stamina button. Or is it the stamina regen? I don't fucking know. Nope. I completely fucked that up and didn't change the monster, but oh, it means that anyway. I think I should be able to squeeze in one more hunter. Which should be the urgent. If I can get people, if I can get a lobby in, because this one I definitely want to get a lobby in, because I am not fucking soloing that. Like, let's just say there are certain monsters I draw the line at trying to solo, or solo with followers. But one that is going to be in the next urgent is one of those. And it's also a flagship. From honestly something you wouldn't expect them to ever pull from. Okay. No, it's not asleep. It is still kind of angry.
Poor monster. It will be weary.
It's still tired though, so it's playing the smackdown. Tired because it hasn't had a chance to rest yet. Also, if you're curious, you can sever Zenelga's tail. You just have to remember the end part of it is hard, so...
Jay, lower your voice. You're hurting my ears.
Wait, but you were just... Never mind.
Stone time.
Now
Ah.
you have tomatoes and
Maintenance is
cans.
essential.
Like I said, I'll try to
Whoa, what
get
was
into a
that?
lobby for the urgent, but
Sorry. Thought I saw something.
if we have to leave it for next time, we have to leave it for next time. I am slightly knackered.
Nailed it.
Well, seems like attempt 2 as an ogre was a success. That's good. But yeah, definitely doing some follow missions off stream.
Oh, hey!
Find you. Da, 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 da. Sadly, is not powerful. Da, 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 da. An Espinas. That's the thing I don't want to solo.
Yes. Wow.
Da, 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 da. So Espinas is a flagship
I have faith that you will fulfill your duty.
of a very
There's a special
weird
quest we
game
look forward to your safe
in
return.
the franchise. Monster Hunter Frontiers. Or Monster Hunter Frontier. Second thing, well, I guess the first of the things we're doing that is related to Word Frontier.
Time to go.
This week. But yeah, it's a flagship of Frontier, which, yeah, goes very MMO in terms of like how powerful the monsters you can fight can get. Yet somehow Espinas is very, well, as close you can get to a normal Monster Hunter hunt out of its like roster. Because any of you have heard about the like Tomphers or Magnet Spike weapon types? Those are exclusive to Frontiers. And they're kind of ridiculous. To kind of offset that, monsters in Frontiers get equally as
Let's
ridiculous.
make this a quick one.
Well, the guy hadn't died yet, so... Oh yeah. So... Espinas! How do I explain this thing? It's a fucking brick wall. Like, it's a defensive motherfucker. It's a fire monster. It also has poison. And it has paralysis. So it's a bit of a fucking... I don't know. What do you call a triple whammy? Like... Because it's technically more than that in terms of how much of an issue it is. Like, sometimes it's both an immovable object and an unstoppable force. and its subspecies, which is also on this game, Flaming Espinas, which honestly I don't think is a subspecies for the sake of subspecies, despite it also being a fire monster like base Espinas, is the one whose weapons are fire, but they can also poison. However, the poison part isn't stated.
Daddy needs a new pair of boots.
So, yeah. Hell, this thing will start out actually asleep.
Let's get this show on the road.
And the whole thing with Espinas is actually
There you are.
meant to, well, it stays asleep and just hopes for venom and from its bites. And also just how durable it is. Give the monster essentially an idea that it shouldn't fuck with it. And when it does wake up, that's when all hell breaks. Like, this is one of those sort of, well, the one's an equivalent of those enemies that they tell you to steep bump. Except in this game they tell you to, yeah, you need to fight one of those. Have fun. And when it's enraged, watch the fuck out. Its fireballs can poison, inflict fire blight, and paralyze you all at the same time. Yeah. Put it this way. Even though Espinas is literally the only, well, probably one of the few frontier monsters they could put in the normal Monster Hunter game. It still is one hell of a threat. Oh yeah, when it does hit you with poison paralysis eyeball,
This one's all for you.
it will try to squish you by doing some sort of weird belly thing.
Damn it!
And that can happen. And now you can see the problem.
I'm not giving up yet!
Yeah, this thing hits hard.
Just a quick polish!
And it's really fucking aggressive. Like, this is a monster you technically do not want
it's
to
fast.
mess with unless you need to. Like, essentially, you need to learn how to deal with this thing, and quick. The ideas might be just to boost your defense to high heaven, which at this point you're not gonna have all the tools to boost your attack, your defense to high heaven. The other problem is the poison and the paralysis. Poison doesn't last that long. It lasts for the duration you've been paralyzed.
Who's up for
And I'll say the paralysis is the pain in the arse part, so
and stay down!
probably bring paralysis for
Let
instance.
me take control!
But if it can't paralyze you, it won't do the belly flop sort of attack. Luckily, Mizu can just dance around this fucker like it's nobody's business. And a lot of his equipment need the surf spine, which you get from the tail. And, yeah, have fun with that.
It's got its eyes on you! I'm gonna kick your butt! I hate this!
I think this theme does work wonders for the sort of anxiety you feel fighting this thing. This thing's a berserker in every sense of the word.
You're my best pal.
You pissed it off and now it's everything in the locale's problem. Especially the hunters. Oh yeah, be sure you're not... Well, you're somewhat... honestly... Does it tire out when after... it has been rained? This also might be one of those instances where going for a paladin with silk with the silk binder over Perco might be preferred because of maybe one particular factor. Palamute silk binder can keep something still for 5 seconds. You want this thing still for 5 seconds. If not longer. Alright, let's see if this works. No, I don't. Good. And that's tail. Head and tail. Two most important breaks on this one. Ouch.
I'm gonna kick your butt!
Into wall. Please. Thank you. It's weak, it's weak, it's weak. This is one of those monsters where patronage isn't a bad call. I don't think there are any path-specific parts, so considering this thing's more of a berserker by the fucking Tigrex.
No more holding back!
Which,
Later.
if anything, that's saying something.
Quest complete!
But yeah,
You
this
are
thing's
the
basically more aggressive than the Tigrex, with poison paralysis and fire blight. And it hits just as hard as one too.
Gotta stay
Like,
sharp.
put it this way. if it weren't for the weapons,
Ride like the wind!
this thing, well, yes, and more specifically what its subspecies, well, the upgrades from its subspecies gives ya, I would legit be actually staying clear of this thing. And I probably would have gone with Magma Almdron or Rathlos. Yeah. Also, if you're wondering, this thing's weakest to ice. With, I think, either water or thunder as a secondary weakness. Oh yeah. Just listen to this description. Espinas toxic blood. Blood enriched with Espinas poison. Just one drop can be fatal to all animals in the surrounding area. Yeah. If you wanted to make the equivalent of a sodding biological weapon in the Monster Hunter universe, this thing's probably where you're going to get that from. Yeah. And the thing is, one of the follow quests wants you to fight one of those. Fuck Livat. Oh, the thing is actually it's the sushi's second one that makes you have to fight one of those. Use poison creates poison. Medicine.
Yeah.
Find out where Masno is. Check off.
Huh.
Everything all right?
Yeah.
I have faith that you will fulfill your duty.
That one, like, fight those things does make me a bit nervous.
Wow. A special
Yeah.
quest has been added.
And you got the other ones, which actually include the T-Rex, a Brighten Kadaki variant, which is blast based instead of fire based, but I can still inflict fire behind ya. And Gormagala. Yeah, I love the fact that they reference the events of 414 with the Frenzy virus,
Truth be
because
told,
they have Fall's
this is my
flagship
first
in
time
it.
being outside of the
And
West.
yes,
So I
Jugaru
hope we can talk
Mugala
again
does
soon.
also show up in the Elder Dragon tier. Not exactly touching that with 10-foot pole today, if I'm honest. Yeah. And I'm gonna have to actually off-stream farm the Espinas. Because I want its weapons too. Like I said, once you get to post-game, there is a upgrade for it via a subspecies that was added in a title update that makes it so it's still a fire weapon, but can also poison, which I don't know, it's just a nice little added benefit. And also, if you wanted to switch over from Rathlos to Espinas stuff,
Ooh, I'm itching to get started.
not exactly, well, for the most part, you can jump off of that tree. Oh, Espinas does have a tail thing. You can also do it off a Rathian form, it
Let's
seems
get
like.
this fixed up then, shall we?
I still need to finish farming for the Mizu and
Ooh, I'm itching to get started.
Unagron weapons. Oh yeah, these are the Threadrios ones. I think I showed them in earlier actually. But they are some really pretty weapons. I have a smidge of affinity, their sharpness ain't particularly great at the moment.
Bring on the hard stuff. Ain't nothing I can't
Hey
forge.
ho.
Seeing my customer smile is the main reason I've been banging away at the smithing stuff for so long.
Where is the S-Mass? Three. Ah, there it is. Right, that's an expensive one. 2 lashes on 4 hard horns. Damn. But yeah, it seems like it'll either branch off from the Rathlos tree or the
Let's get you fixed up then, shall we?
Rathian tree for that particular weapon type. I particularly like the hammer in this set. It looks pretty cool. Oh, that's not my favourite looking one in the S-Mass set. That would actually be, if I can find it, the dual blades. Because, well, to start out with, they are fire, poison, dual element. Like, one will be doing fire damage, the other will be inflicting poison. And then once they get to Flame S-Mass, they both do fire and poison, like all the other weapons.
Something of an expert at this point. Don't worry about your gear. I grip this here hammer with confidence.
Yeah. And they're very pretty dual blades.
Ooh, I'm itching to get started.
I think the S-Mass one is also one of those. Yeah, it's also one of those hunting horns that looks like a guitar. There's quite a few of these, like Unagron does, but I suppose it's very similar to the Zinogre one. Almost identical actually, just with a different coloration.
Ain't nothing I can't forge. Seeing my customer smile is the main reason I've been banging away at the smithing stuff for so long.
Yeah. Oh, the S-Mass hunting horns poison rather than fire. Okay.
Alright, let's make it
What the
happen.
switch axe looks like on this. Ah, it looks like that. Oh shit, that's an elemental file too? Crap. I suppose it is branching off the Rathian tree, which is also elemental file. Huh. If I ever want to break out the switch axe again, I know I'm going to be going for this thing.
I have been
Or
wanting to be
the
a blacksmith
magma
ever since
drum
I was
one.
little.
What does the
Ooh,
armor
I'm
actually
itching to
do
get
again?
started.
Fray. What does that do again? Increase attack power and affinity when attacking a large monster affected by poison paralysis or an elemental blight. Honestly, this one ain't particularly great, if I'm honest. Like, cause of it being a build-up thing. If it was,
Everything Master Hammond taught me
that
to
would
good
actually be
use.
pretty damn
I
good.
can swing whatever you need.
The Diablo stuff. Got a lot of guard on it, so. Yeah, definitely give me lance or just general shield vibes. But yeah. I'm definitely gonna plan to switch up my weapons and armor, if I'm honest. Cause frankly, I want to have one last grinding session. Maybe a separate one for Mauser, because I want weapons off of him. Or her. Could be her. And yeah, that would be my elemental weapon cacophony complete. Or greatsword, longsword, sword and shield, lance, and a hammer. Hopefully. Or maybe just lance, because at this point I might as well call myself a lance main. I just knows how to use every other bloody weapon type. Anywho, I'm gonna call it there for the game for today. Yeah, I could.
Bye now.
See what these twats want.
Get a load of this.
Oh, capture a T-Rex. Anything else? No, we're good. Okay. Buddy skill lesson. Oh, that's the thing that allows you to throw buddy skills onto... Have one buddy teach a buddy skill to another one. I also need to do that one at some point. I can start switching around swap moves. Wouldn't mind trying to do that one, or just generally getting a healer palico. Because that might come in handy. Plus, healing total bat is actually fucking powerful as a healing tool. Like, unless you get one shot, you're effectively immortal for it. Like, once you get it fully charged up. Hunter's notes. Weapon controls. Why am I still getting things for these? Demic life. I want to quickly go into some weakness. Yeah, his main weakness is thunder, with a secondary one to ice. Element ain't great on this one. Espinas. Main ice, secondary water, and dragon. Again, not a great one for element either, but it's so fixed shelled, I'm not surprised. Astalos. Ice. Yeah, that's the thing that kind of annoys me about elemental builds. I like taking advantage of elemental weaknesses, but they don't improve things too much. I think one change I would actually like whilst to do is to make element a bit more viable. Like, or on equal par with non-elemental stuff and status, and make it so monsters don't have like, oh, one has 10 ice on the head, whereas another only has 35. Make it 35 for all of them. Like, I kind of want consistency there. I know. Anywho, let's go. Green. And let me plop on the. Yep. say one of the good things about getting the Espinasse one done is that it unlocks Tigrex, which, if I remember, is Minato's second follower quest to fight a Tigrex with her, which can lead to a particular behavior thing, where somehow the two AOA, Minato's AOA and the Tigrex's AOA confuse each other. Right? Basically, Minato uses alarms, and she has access to the Superbind skill that jams a kunai into it and allows you to jump to it. There can be such a situation that can occur where Tigrex aggroes from you to her and goes to attack her, but if she's too far away from it, and has that Silkbind skill active, she'll try to jump to it, and you'll jump over it, and the Tigrex will go under it, because the monster will go to a last known location, and yeah, then they do the exact same thing for like a good minute or so. And it's actually, I think I only ever got it to trigger once, if I'm honest. But I do remember vividly videos of people, well, of that happening, and they're kind of fucking hilarious to behold. Like, legit, that is some really funny shit. Now the second one is against an Astalos, which isn't as bad to solo when you have her on your side, because how to put it? Like I said before, Minato are the two best followers. Or, well, but I personally used in the past. Because Minato has a shield, well, has a lance, and you've seen how tanky those fuckers can be, just from my gameplay. My somewhat crappy gameplay. Then you have a lot of her hunter helpers, because followers can carry Endemic Life. You saw Jay use a whale bird. Whalard, I think it's actually called. And that sort of thing. Well, Minato brings along stuff to Stink Minx, which makes that stuff aggro on her. And Hinoa brings a crap ton of healing items. Like, unlike you, NPCs will have infinite items. Oh, an infinite amount of items to my knowledge. I think you can actually check what items they actually bring to a hunt from when you actually select what followers you bring along to a quest. And that can be damn useful. Yeah. Sushi's also a good one. A good follower. For one particular reason. He can bring any weapon. Like, he can have any weapon type. And one thing I do like to do is bring him and Hinoa, because they can both equip hunting horns. And yeah, because Hinoa's standard weapon is a bow, and Asushi's, I think his is dual blades, to my knowledge. But yeah, hunting horns are good weapons to have on your side because of the buffs. And since they're not going to be doing much damage, because they're designed not to do much damage, yeah, they come in really damn useful. That's why Hinoa and Minota are probably best duo. One takes aggro of monsters, keeping them still for you. The other heals you, like constantly. Hinoa's literally the support follower. I will try to get all the followers in my free time. My spare time on that. Or off stream, you know what I mean? But yeah. Anywho, I think that's enough rambling about that. Let me quickly pop out the schedule real quick. Ignore the top right hand corner, cause I decided to make the schedule in video format this week on the Twitter side, and then had to quickly hastily screenshot it for the YouTube side because I forgot to save a PNG of it before I did that. And I do need to. I kind of want to redesign the parts of a schedule graphic anyway. As well, I've said before, mainly the boxes, the day boxes and that. I want to make them a bit more compact, so that they fit on things on the YT side a bit better. If I'm honest. Anywho, in terms of what's actually on this week's schedule, we did Monster Hunter Rise today. And for Frontiers, Monster Hunter Frontiers flagship, as well as one of Generation's other flagships. And found out I can't solo Master Rank Zenelga. Tomorrow we'll be doing Sonic Frontiers. The other thing to do with something called Frontiers this week. And honestly, we're really close to finishing off Final Horizon. So I think we could actually do that tomorrow. We could actually finish that off. But we're at the end of the second Tales section, going to the last section of the game, which is Sonic's section. Second section. And yeah, we can comfortably do that in one stream and probably have time to spare. Thursday, no stream that day, but I'm probably going to be editing shorts. Friday. Pokemon Violet, cause honestly we haven't done that in a good week or so. And we're just going to be continuing on with our VTuber slash content creator adventures. And last I remember, we left off after we beat the first gym. So now we're going to the first Titan and the second gym. So, But yeah, that's the schedule. And such. But yeah. Got a fair bit done today. And I'm gonna have fun grinding Espinasse at some point. Albeit I'm highly tempted just to cut down the amount of weapon types I'd have to grind for. It just maybe 3. Because if I'm honest, 3 is probably the max amount of weapon types you should be. As you're going through a Monster Hunter game, 3 is probably a good amount to just have. Weapon type wise. Otherwise you are going to be stuck grinding forever and ever. Which some people prefer to get to the pulse game first and then go back and do grinding. With more powerful weapons. I'd kind of say I'm one of those, if I'm honest. But, yeah. I'm getting a bit knackered. So, I am... I don't know anything's there for today, if I'm honest. So, as always, thank you all for popping in and hanging out with me today. Doesn't matter if you've been here the entire time, chatting or lurking, you just popped in to say hi, or you're watching this via VOD. You all are greatly appreciated and always welcome back here. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and make sure to stay safe out there. Good night everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow for probably the end of Final Horizon Sonic Frontiers. And see you then. Good night everybody. Alright. Good night everybody, and have a wonderful rest of your day, or evening, or night. Good night.